Good afternoon, one-year program participants. Welcome to this call. It is Tuesday, and today is the 27th of September. And yes, it is that specific Tuesday where we have all 5 coaches in the room. And what a privilege to serve you today. And welcome to our one-year program live coaching call, which happens every Tuesday. And every Tuesday, it's one of the other coaches, but once every 6 weeks, it's all 5 of the coaches in the room. But today, we have booked with all 5 coaches. Unfortunately, one of our coaches, our business coach, Carl Schultz, learned this morning of a death in his close family. He's supporting his family. He will not be on the call. So our thoughts and our prayers go with Carl and his family. But unfortunately, it will only be 4 of us today, as Carl will not be on the call. And we understand that fully. But we are here, and today we have given it some thought on what to say, what to do, what to discuss with you today, and what to set up for you. And in the chat box, if you look in the chat box, you'll see that I've posted there my program, my part of the program as the mindset coach, for Nico, the life coach, for Marius, the Waymarker coach, for Tashius, the implementation coach. My side, my part of the program, my vertical in the program is, thank you, Marius, for posting it again. My part of the program will assist you to ... and we will fill that in for you now. And thus, it will empower you. Thus will empower you to do the following. So we're going to follow that lead today. And I'm going to ask the coaches to one by one fill in their slot. And let's start with our life coach, a good friend of mine, Nico Liebenberg. And Nico, please do what you do best as life coach, and tell us in the life coach section in your part of this program, it will assist us as the participants to do what, and what will be the outcome of it for us going forward. We are at a specific place in juncture today. We all find ourselves at a specific place in history, and what a privilege to be alive at this time. But your part of the program will assist us how in the day of today, preparing us for the way forward. And before I say, Nico, take it over, I see a friendly face on the call. I'm not going to say an old face, but it's a face that I haven't seen on the call for some time. Hello, Linda. It's nice to see you on the call again. Welcome back. But Nico, please do what you do best. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Don. I think the short and to me poetic answer is that my program assists you to discover, embrace, and celebrate your identity. And each one of those words are carefully chosen, and I deeply believe in them, and they are pregnant with meaning. But what I actually try to do as a life coach is just to take people on a journey, to help them to come to those places where they run into themselves again, just to see the greatness. And obviously we discover some other things as well that we could do away with or let go of. And when we discover that, and not only that, we also discover the greatness, just to see how we can deal with that. Because ultimately what I would like to contribute, and that is not just to us here, but just with the life given to me to live in the grace that I find to do so, is to help you to walk in your own footsteps. It's a beautiful thing if one can understand what it means to walk in your own footsteps and to become fully you, the person that you are meant to be, the one you are born to be, the one that your Creator has designed you to be. And in that process, what I try to do is try to give you paradigms, perspectives, vantage points, ways of viewing yourself in this journey. And through that discovery, I think the perspective that one gains, or the new way of seeing who you are, and there are some tools that I use in the process. They are with every video that you would watch with me, there are something that I try to leave behind for you to think about. But not just think about, but when you think about it, and the seed has fallen on your heart and it has germinated and it has grown, that it translates into living a fulfilled life. which equates for me you walking in your own footsteps. I think I get there from time to time. I hear people say that it does it, and I'm thankful for that, not from a presumptuous way that everyone that I meet is so beautifully influenced. It's not true. Only when the student is ready will the teacher appear. But when you sign up for a program like this, it's you sign up to be the student, and then our ears open and we can really truly hear what the coaches have to say. And then it falls on good ground, because a lot of seed falls on bad ground. The sun scorches it, or the birds come by and they pick it up and eat it. But when you sign up for a program like this, it's you put your hand up and you say, yes, I'm there. I'm in a season of my life where I'm willing to learn and to grow and to become ultimately and in all possible ways the person that I've been created to be. So I think that focus that I have I love people. I simply love people. And I love to see people grow. And there's something fundamentally that struck me when I was a young man, listened to who became a great teacher in my life, Miles Monroe, and said, it is such a pity that the cemetery holds so much potential that has never been released. And it transformed me, those words. In a moment, we were driving down to Cape Town and having these, what do they call them, C90 tapes that you put into your car's tape recorder or player. And I listened to that man, and even from that time, I thought, not for me, not on my watch, will I go to the grave with potential in me. I will want to die empty. I don't know how, and I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, but in any case, that's also the epitaph that's going to be written on my tombstone one day. This man died empty. And I thought, let's take as many people along wherever I find the grace to influence you and have you as part of an audience where I have the privilege to speak to your heart. Encourage you to release that potential and not take it to the grave. Because the time for potential is now, and the time to release the potential that lives within you is now. It is not then. There is potential when we get there and have to cross bridges. But for now, the potential that lives in you in this moment, in the next day, next week, next month, next 90 days, is already present, and it's already germinated, and it's already budding with fruit. And if for whatever grace we can find for you to hear me, please give us the fruit of your life. Let us pack it and eat it and enjoy. And there are people around you that need to pluck and eat and enjoy the fruit of your life. Don't ever think that you're just drifting through life. It would be such a dishonor to yourself, such a deception to look at yourself as not one bearing fruit. You are bearing fruit. Even in the desert, even in the dry seasons, you bear fruit. It might not be that visible. It might be in experience different, but you are born to bear fruit and to share that fruit with us and those around you that are close to you. So just a little mosaic of what I think my program does for the people on this journey. And I do think it makes a difference, because I'm too old to probeer and tref, to hit and run, to experiment. It needs to make a difference. So, that's from my side. There's much more to be said, but let's hand it over to Marius. Thank you, Marius.
Awesome, Nico. I can listen to you for hours. So, thank you. My job as a Waymarker coach, the goal setting coach, is to really disrupt your thinking and your mindset. I know we've got a mindset coach, but from my side, if you're not confused, you're not growing. I really take you on a journey where you first take stock. You have to do a stock take. You have to know where you are before you go somewhere. And then I teach you to dream again, because there's a lot of people that stop dreaming. You have to have a list next to you and populate that list on I would like to say daily basis, but on an ongoing basis, and prioritize that list into the 7 areas of your life. And then I teach you to have a vision board of your past successes and your future successes, because it's so imperative, especially if you're going through hard times, to look at your past successes and tell yourself, listen, I made it. I did some stuff in my life. And if I could do that, I can do this as well. And then you turn to your vision board and you tell yourself, if I could do that, I can do that. And that is my vision. That is where I'm going to. And that is in short, then I teach you to make sure that your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Because otherwise it is just a pie in the sky. Otherwise it's just a dream that you never get to it. So there's concise plans and certain plans that I help and assist you, especially in times like today. Since COVID started, there's a lot of stuff that happened in our lives, and you can choose. You want the growth mindset or the victim mindset. You have to tell yourself, how can I learn from this? What can I take from this that happened? And how can I better myself? How can I grow? And for me, that is imperative, that you can know exactly where to go to and pursue those dreams and those goals. And that is actually just getting you to your one mountain. And when you get there, set new goals. Go and climb another mountain. Rest at the place where you are. Get yourself in order. Set a new set of goals and never stop growing. Because the moment you stop growing, you start to die. And that is where I want to grow on a continuous basis on all areas of your life and have that balanced life. Daniel, thank you.
Cool. Thank you, Marius. And thank you, Nico. And yes, it just makes you think, doesn't it? It makes you think, doesn't it? Tertius, please add your little story to this.
Yeah, thanks, Donnie. Yes, what can you say when two folks have stolen all the thunder? I think what's nice about what I contribute to the program is it interfaces with all the other coaches, because it's about getting things done. So essentially looking at the stuff that Marius said for us, and Marius likes talking about your 90-day sprint, your 90-day program broken down into 30-day slots. And we've got 90 days to the end of the year. So my question to you is, what plans do you have? What actionable plans do you have that are going to serve you in the next 90 days before the end of the year? What do you want to get done in terms of priorities that you set yourself? I think what my program helps folks to do is to take the stuff that Marius helps us identify and prioritize them, and then decide, okay, what habits have I got that are going to serve me to get me there? And what habits may I have that are not going to serve me or are actually standing in my way? What I share with folks is simple methods to start implementing those rhythms and that focused effort to make sure that you are getting the right things done at the right time for you in accordance with your priorities. So the program is about you and where you want to. I'm not telling you this is the one way and the only way. Hopefully the techniques that you learn and experience, and a lot of them are not new. This is not rocket science. We've come out with this new discovery, but it's just a way of approaching a lot of stuff that we maybe already know, but that we're now able to integrate with our own goals and where we're going. With the stuff being said, I really enjoy Nico, as Marius was saying, we can listen to him for hours. But when you start integrating the stuff, at the end of the day, there's that saying that goes, the tire hits the tar. Where this comes down to the nuts and bolts. And if I'm being really honest, a lot of what I'm sharing with you not only comes out of the consulting background that I've had doing it, helping businesses to implement, but a lot of it comes out of my own experience. Things that I've had challenges with, things that I've needed to overcome, and the tools and techniques that I've used to overcome those. Yeah, thanks guys for the feedback that you've given on my part of the program. It's helped me also to improve that. I think that's the last thing I'd like to say is one of the things that I bring through is, how do I continually evaluate myself so that I can improve in implementing what I've started to get to where I'd like to be. Yeah, Donnie, that's it from me. I don't know if someone's going to talk about what Cole does. I really value the stuff that Cole brings to the table in his absence, but over to you, Donnie.
Good. Thank you, Tertius. And yes, Tashish, you bring a lot to the table with getting people to implement. And today I'm here to share with you about my part of the program. And my program assists you to use the tools, to use the mindset, because I'm truly trying through delivering, and I use the Think and Grow Rich as my go-to guide through this, not the only, but as the go-to guide. And through the program, you know that I actually read this book quite a number of times, and I implemented a lot of that in my own life. I'm not just talking about it. It's not something that I heard someone else has read. But the key is, I try and give you the tools to persistently have that renewed mind, to persistently know that you're not in a hole, to know that you are enough. And for today, I've just looked into Think and Grow Rich, and I thought that topic, what is the one thing that I can go take out of Think and Grow Rich to just illustrate this for you perfectly as a tool that you can get hold of, grab hold of, and run with. And it's not a tool for a season. It's a tool for life change. It's a tool to carry you through difficult times, but also through good times. Now, I'm just going to read one little piece out of Think and Grow Rich. Otherwise, I would not have done my part justice. And it says, riches do not respond to wishes. They respond only to definite plans, backed by definite desires through constant persistence. And then on page 156, how to develop persistence. And Napoleon Hill says himself that these 4 steps to develop persistence, and this persistence will carry you through the easy times, will carry you through the difficult times. It will carry you beyond difficult times when everything is falling apart. And for some folk on this call, something is falling apart. Something is not falling in place because we're busy creating life, and then something external happens, like Marius referred to the pandemic that we had, the interest rates that's going up. We just had an interest rate hike again, the load shedding, the war in Russia or Ukraine, and everything adds to it. But if you and I have a plan, have a definite plan, a goal that we can live with, a plan, and know this, if I only do this, then the hard stuff will be sorted. Because if we can sort the hard stuff, the easy stuff will help you cope with everyday life with the hard stuff in between. And Napoleon Hill give us 4 steps to a habit of persistence, a definite purpose backed by burning desire for its fulfillment, a definite plan expressed in continuous action, a mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. And how many times do we need that to be cut off from those negative words? And the 4th one, the last one, a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. And I think that's just a very eloquent way from Napoleon Hill assisting us to have a way forward. It doesn't matter what's happening around us. It doesn't matter whether the crypto price is down again. It doesn't matter whether the crypto price is up. It doesn't matter whether something good is happening somewhere. The key is we have a plan. We know exactly where we're going. We know where we filter into life. We know how we impact people. We know how we impact ourselves and how we impact the people around us. And thank you for every one of you that found me on the bridge. I've been congruent in the recordings that I've created for you. You sometimes found me on the bridge. You sometimes found me in my happy place. You sometimes just found me working and sticking it out and doing it, because that is what life is about. And in this program, we did not try to dish you up. Not one of the coaches tried to dish you something that we are not actually embracing and living and doing. And that's what I really enjoy about this program. If I can follow on Tasha's lead and say, Carl, our business coach, he is giving you a 12-step process on how to create business. Every one of us in life, we should manage our everyday life as if it's a business. That's what we invest in for life. That's what we invest in to go forward, to make a success, to get to the next day, to assist and help our families to enjoy life. And Carl is a phenomenal business coach. And in his absence, I would like to say that he's really, truly helped me. And I learned a lot from him. We are friends as well. And I learned a lot from him with regards to business, and just keep on keeping on. Know what to do and keep on doing that until you succeed. And thank you, coaches, for what you brought to the table today. And I will ask each one of you for a 30 seconds reply to the total input from every coach. And then I will open the mics and ask the people on the call to give us some feedback, to discuss, to put something on the table, or to add what they would like us to discuss. But before we do that, every coach, I'm going to ask you less than 1 minute, your reply to what has been said, your one sentence reply. And I know no one will beat Marius in shortness, but Nico, what's your reply to what the coaches have told us today?
I just think what I hear is, and it's very meaningful and wise, the balance that we can get to journey with someone else and not to do it all on your own. We really need one another. And it's in that kind of community which we try to create here, and I think we are successful in many ways, that can just be there for you in a time when you need it, because no one was born to be alone in this life. And when we can help one another with whatever talents, gifts, and potential that we have, and this is what we have to offer you, and you can embrace that, I think it will help you in your journey from time to time. It might not be the silver bullet, not something I believe in personally. There's not just one thing that solves it all, but this kind of community will deeply assist and help, and sometimes is highly valuable when you need it. So that's what I hear from what has been said, Don.
Cool. Thank you, Nico. Appreciate that. Marius, your 5 words.
Yes, Daniel, what I found, especially in this program, we are all in this room, all in life, we are normal persons. We all have our own trials and tribulations, but the way that you handle those trials and tribulations, that is what makes you cut above the rest. And that is why we are all in this program together, because we've got a stronger mindset, we've got a stronger urge in ourselves to accelerate and to better ourselves. And that is definitely something that I took from today as well.
Cool. Thank you, Marius. We appreciate you as our goal-setting coach or Waymarker coach. Tertius, implementation coach, what's your swing on this?
Donnie, I think the first thing I need to say is thank you for your initiative. And I think you and Marius, and this whole thing was born out of a mastermind, that circle of friends supporting and encouraging each other. And that's what it's been for me, because not only have I had the privilege of contributing to help folks implement stuff and to realize that I can do this, but it's also been a journey for me to go through the program with each of you, going through those videos every day and doing those exercises. And I think the one thing that I think it was you that said it, or it might have been Cole who said it, a lot of the stuff we've already learned before somewhere else. You might have done an MBA, you might have done an honors or done a practical course somewhere, but it's always been about the qualification. It's been about the piece of paper at the end of the day. It's been about taking that next step in the career. But I think for me, this program is not about that at all. This program is about helping you and supporting you to get to your next step. And from that step to get to your next step. And how that can become, as Morris was saying, we're all ordinary people. There's nothing extra. It doesn't matter if you've been a lecturer or you've been a professor or whatever. That's not the approach that we're taking this program from. We're taking this program from, this is me, I'm real. These are the things that have worked. Identify the things that are not serving you, get rid of them. Find the gap and see, as Morris was saying, if you're not uncomfortable or if you're not growing, and we just have to look at our bodies. Our bodies are consistently growing, but they're not growing fast enough to keep us becoming younger. We're all in a process. Somewhere, something has died. And from what I'm hearing today, I'm just hearing this supportive group from all of you folks as coaches. And I want to thank each one of you for what you've meant to me, and not only in the program. I'd love to hear what some of the comments are from the folks who have participated in the program, Donnie, when you opened that just now. But yeah, thanks to everyone for your contributions.
Cool. Thank you, coaches. Thank you for your contribution today, and just putting it in perspective to what your part of the program will mean for someone in today's life, in where they're at the moment, but how that will help and assist them in going forward. And thank you for that discussion this morning or this afternoon. But I've opened the microphones, and let's allow any one of the participants that would like to add anything today, ask, say, contribute, maybe some reply, maybe some remark. You are the ones in the program. You are the ones living and actually be in the program and completing this program. So any feedback, any comments from you, please unmute and let's hear from you. And I know you're not going to allow me to hang. Willie, thank you for being first on the unmute button.
Hi, good day, everybody. I've got two things to say. The first thing is that when I heard Nico speaking about all the talent lying in the graveyard, I thought about the birth date and the date that you pass away, and that little line in between. Although it's just a little line, it's just the most important part of your life that is resembled by a little line. So you will have sometimes your family put nice words on your tombstone, but I think you want people to know what your little line is about and what it meant in everybody else's life. That's a very important part. The other thing is, I would just like to thank you guys for this course. If I think about over here, how the guys, the clever guys on YouTube and the millionaires say how important it is to grow and surround yourself with the best or people that mentors, people that must help you to grow, then the value that we get from this course is it's immeasurable. I think that you guys put into it is really incredible. And I want to thank you for that, because you're not going to get it anywhere else in the world. There's no chance. So thank you guys for the work that you do and the guidance that you give us and for the friends that you are for us. Appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you, Willie. And ladies and gentlemen, we did not pay Willie to say that. He actually paid to be able to say that. So thank you, Willie. That was congruent. And Stephen, I see that you have found the unmute button.
I found it, but not before Willie, eh? Never.
It's not possible, buddy. He's sitting on that button, waiting for the moment to pull the trigger.
Today I'm so encouraged. Guess what? We've got 90 days left of this year. That's a quarter of the year. So I've got plenty of time to still achieve my goals. So that was great, Tersus. Thank you. Guess what? I've got around 2 on my board there. Eh? No, Don, today I think for me it was really a nice gentle reminder from you on persistence. So I've really taken that to heart. But by the same token, I am encouraged. 90 days. There's still a lot for me to do, Marius. I can definitely do a lot in 90 days. Let me keep on to the end.
Cool. Thank you, Stephen. And yes, as we were reminded today, we have 90 days of this year. That means the year's not over. We have 90 days. That's 3 30-day slots. We can still change a lot as long as we're persistent in what we do. Anyone else to unmute, find the unmute button and contribute? Come on, guys, girls. I know Catherine is at work, so she said she cannot contribute. Jason has said that he will not make the call today. He's in an interview with a client. It seems like that is it for today. Thank you for everyone contributing. I'm going to go back to the coaches for a word of wisdom. So I'm going to go back to the coaches to conclude this session for us for today. And I'm going to go back to the program. And someone's asking what the price is. Sorry, and Marius, if you can just open that for us, share that on the screen, I'll appreciate that. I'm just going to read what Catherine has said. I really appreciate the input from each of the coaches. At the moment, it has been more of an inward growth at the moment, and I'm working on the outward working. And we understand that, Catherine, for every one of us, the journey is different. And that's the beautiful part of this. And that's how we roll. Marius, have you been able to open that and share, or should I go to the wind up of the coaches first? Thank you, Mark. It is on our webpage, thecryptoschool.co.za, and it's the 1-year coaching program. And we're currently running a promotion on the 1-year program, and to journey for a 1 full year with every morning a 15-minute video dropped in for you to go work on yourself, on your goals, on your plans. It's only 9,995 Rand. If you give us 10,000 Rand, we'll give you 5 Rand change. And that is the program. And as you heard from folk on this workshop, thank you, Marius. As you heard from folks being in this workshop, actually concluding it, everyone that contributed this morning have already, but one, everyone has concluded or completed the first year already. And I see Delarish ask what the price is in dollars, and I have to go check that. I don't have the number in dollars. Marius Adams, will you please put us the price in dollars there? My apology, I'm running the ship on the side, so it sounds as if I'm not all that prepared. But we just want to answer that. Let's go to the coaches and say, coaches, give us your last thought for today, unless there's someone that still want to unmute and contribute. Anyone on the call that would like to unmute and contribute? Coaches, give us your thoughts, your final remarks, your little wisdom for today. And the price for the program, Delahisheri, I don't want to get that surname not correct, my apology. It's around about $557 US. Nico, give us your last pearls of wisdom for this morning.
Yeah, I think we're all aware of that there is a lot of noise out there. You can go to any platform and you'll find a lot of videos, a lot of podcasts, a lot of content being created. And I think the value of this specific program and this specific journey is that we've cut away the noise and we get to the reality of life. And we share with you the wisdom that we ourselves have acquired through all the challenges that we ourselves had to deal with. And I think what's nice about the program, in essence, as coming from where we are as coaches, there is humility, and that means a lot. It's not coming from a position like being said, we know it all, we don't know it all. And we journey with you in this life on your path, short parts that we can share with you what we've learned and how we've dealt with it. So the fact that we come in humility, we do, makes it so much more valuable that you can embrace whatever is taught in this program, because it's not just theoretical, it's not just academical, it's real life. And I think that makes the huge difference in this journey. Thanks, Mario.
A little while ago, we did a whole session on better awareness, gives you better choices and better results. So your awareness about the following 90 days, what are you going to do around the following 90 days will give you your better choices. And then you will have your better results at the end of the year. So take this following 90 days. I'm definitely going to take it. I'm at a place that I need better growth. I'm at a place that I need to be rattle my own mindset and my own comfort zone. And I'm definitely going to take this following 90 days and take it by the horn. And I know that I'm going to have a greater success in 90 days at the end of the year. I give this challenge to you guys and ladies as well. Take this and have a great life in front of you. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, Marius. Thank you for that. And we know that you're the goal setting coach and you're living it. You are the living example, and you always take the bull by the horn. So thank you for that. Thank you for not just saying it, but actually doing it. And everyone on this call, everyone in the program knows exactly that. Tertius, over to you.
Yeah, Donnie, I think from my side, I'd like to congratulate everybody who's on the call today, because you've done something. You clicked on the link. You had a look at your diary and you saw, hey, here's a gap. The folks that are on the program that have already made that commitment, fantastic. It's great to see the regulars here. It's also great to see some of the folks that are not that regular. But one of the reasons why we open this up is to give people an opportunity to see what happens inside the room on a Tuesday. And every one of you who are not on the program yet, well done. You took a step. There's something in the back of your mind that says, I need a gym buddy. I need a partner. I need somebody to just help me on that road. And whether that's you need somebody to help you implement, or whether you need somebody on the mindset, or whether you need somebody to help you with goal setting, that's the reason this program was put together in the way it was put together. Each of us have done things like this on our own in the past. But as far as I know, this is the only program that's ever been done with 5 coaches at the same time at this price. Not that I want to pitch it to you, but that is one of the purposes why we open the room, so that you can see what you'll be getting for the price that you'll be paying. Donnie, that's it from my side, just to wrap it up from me. Thanks.
Cool, thank you. And yes, we know that in life, those successful people around us, they always talk about a coach. Tiger Woods, the golf player ever, relied on coaches to help and assist him. And it was so beautiful to read this weekend that he was actually carrying the bag for his son, and his son shot a 4 under par round. And imagine having a coach like Tiger Woods if you in golf, playing golf. Now, in this case, when we put this program together, when we had the mastermind, we had to go find the coaches. And each one of these coaches was specifically selected for their strong points in their field, in their area of competence. And Nico is my life coach. Nico knows that. Nico is my life coach. I've sat under his tutelage for a number of years. He had input in my life for a number of years and still does. But Nico is my life coach. Carl is my business coach. Carl actually is my business coach. He is helping and assisting me with my business goals, and he is coaching me in that field. And that's Marius, the goal setting coach. Anybody that knows Marius knows that is what he's about. If you're not going to set goals, he's not going to be good company. If you're not going to achieve, that's just who Marius is. A good friend of mine, a friend of mine in business, and I really appreciate him. That's just our implementation coach, someone that's gone to businesses, to factories, to go and implement the baseline. This is the standard. This is how you do it. Nothing else will work. And who better to get you to help you to implement? And then Napoleon Hill to assist you with getting your mindset right, to stay on course, to stay on track, to have those 4 little steps in place that we discussed earlier today. And that will carry you through anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on the call. Thank you for the visitors that we had in the room. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for those of you who participated. And we really love doing what we're doing. It was an absolute privilege serving you today, because that's who we are. That's what we do. And we would like to wish you an amazing week, an amazing last 3 months of the year. You have 60 days to go implement those plans to make sure you have the turnaround strategy completed before 2023. 2022 is your year. And I would like to send you forth to go and to make a difference and to go serve someone today. Go to pick up your phone, just go do that phone call, go serve one person. You found some positive energy, go serve one person, go change someone's heart, go change someone's mindset at this very moment. We bless you, we leave you. Thank you, coaches. You are awesome. Bye-bye.
Cheers, folks. Thank you.